diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. Yeah, we Ric Flairin' on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairin', gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and find to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas. We Ric Flairin' on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, capital one. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the SWAC, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? I'm back for the college early signing day, and oh my God. Listen, it was one thing I said. I said if Deion Sanders, prime time, Neon Deion, could pull off one thing, if he could do one thing, all right, I said he needed to flip a 5-star, and that's exactly what this man did. That is exactly what this man did. He is a man of his word. He said, we gonna make history. And I said, the only history that you could possibly do for me, in my opinion, is simply get a 5-star recruit. He didn't only get the 5-star. He got the #1 freaking player in the freaking country. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what he went out and did. He said, I'm not just gonna go get any 5-star. I'm gonna get Florida State's 5-star, the #1 country in the freaking world. And I'm gonna tell you, hey man, come holler at your boy over here and let me show you how to make history. Let me show you what history looked like. I am trying to get it going. I want to see the live stream of this, Johnny, because this is just too good to be true right now. This is just too good to be true right now. I want a live stream of the announcement. If anybody can see me a live stream on the announcement, I would be much obliged. I see articles. I want the video. I want to see this man put on a Jackson State hat and say, I'm going to freaking Jackson State. That's what I want to see. The rest of this stuff is not been announced to me. I want to see him on national television, put a Jackson State hat on and everything like that. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you this. If it happens, and if it should happen, this is all you're going to be hearing all next year. That's all you gonna be hearing. That is all you. Listen, I'm hip. Okay, I'm hip. I know what it is. I'm hip. You know what I'm saying? I am hip to. That's all you gonna be hearing. That is all. Appreciate you. He's going live at 12:05 on IG. I will be there. Just follow them. All right. That's all you gonna be hearing. That's all you gonna be hearing. All day long. All right. All week long until the fall season hits. That's all you're going to be doing. Now, this is my thing. Now, if you don't know the topic, let me get this topic together. Jackson State makes history, gets the #1 recruit, Travis Hunter. All right. Y'all can have play. How quick they change. Right? So this is my thing, and this is what I think Deion told Travis. Like, I don't know. This is all speculation, but this is what I know. This is what I think Deion said. I've talked to Deion. I've had conversations with Deion. I think he said, listen, you can go to Florida State and live in my shadow. You can go to Florida State and live in Jalen Ramsey's shadow. You can do all that. You can be a part of the DBU. It's whatever. But you can come to Jackson State, be the first to ever be the first to, before they, because they didn't do the rankings with, Walter Payton and all them guys. I'm sure Walter Payton was a 5-star. I'm sure all those, Steve McNair, all that, I'm saying I get all that, right? But I think this is what I'm saying right now. I appreciate it, Sean. I'm going to go right to it. this is my point. I think Deion said, listen, when I went to when I went to Florida State wasn't Florida State. Florida State was not Florida State until I went there and made it hot, right? And I think he told Jarvis the same thing. He said, come down here, do what you do, be the 5-star, change the game, change the culture, keep building on this thing. And come on, man. Deion promised him the world. Deion had to promise him the world. Deion had to promise he was going to get an NIL deal. But Deion had to promise that he wasn't going to let him slip through the cracks. Deion had to promise him the world, which is fine. That's all recruiting is. That's all recruits do. All right. That is all recruits absolutely do. That's all coaches do all day long. So I'm not saying he's doing anything that other coaches don't do. Right. But to be with Deion, all right, the greatest corner to ever play the game, right? To make your own history by being a 5-star guy that goes to a FCS program and then be the number one freaking recruit to do it. Man, listen. I'm telling you right now, if I was Florida State, I'm firing Norvell today. I'm firing Norvell today, and I'm writing a blank check to Deion Primetime Sanders. I'm writing a freaking blank check tomorrow. All right? I'm like, bro, whatever you want, come here. They gotta be, and they deserve every bit of the smoke. They deserve every bit of what they get. I know Deion made it a personal vendetta to get this man. Come on, man. Nugget and Hunt, like, bro, you can't, man, listen, bro. That's crazy. Let me get to this live stream. Because it's about to go down. Let me get to this. Let me see. That went wrong. Let me see. Let me go to IG real quick. See if I can pull this jank up. Instagram. Oh, man, it's about to be crazy. Oh, my goodness. I thought this season couldn't get no better. This is about to, sorry. What? What's wrong with my Instagram? Is Instagram broke? Oh, okay. Let me see. Travis. Boom. Follow. Boom. All right. Still nothing there. Oh, here we go. Somebody mentioned me in something. Wow. Yep. That's what it is. Breaking news. It's official. It is official. All right. So hopefully we can get this going. Nash did Shrilling, #1 on Twitter. It's about to be rougher. Man, listen. The SWAC. Listen. You can hate Deion, you can love Deion, or whatever you want to do with Deion, but to say this man has not put his whole heart and effort and soul into bringing this to bringing the SWAC back to prominence is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You can say whatever you want to say, hate them, love them, indifferent. And there's one thing I've always said from the jump. I said you have to respect Deion's marketing. You have to respect what Deion is. Like him as a coach and him marketing, mutually exclusive. I could not like how he does stuff as a coach, but I can freaking love the marketing aspect of what he is. And I'm telling you, and I said this in an earlier live show, it's Deion Sanders Athletic Conference and the SWAC is just dragged along, okay? It wouldn't matter if this was the OVC, the Missouri Valley Conference. It wouldn't matter if it was the Southland Conference. Once Deion Sanders stepped in your backyard, he dragged the conference with him. Listen, it's Deion Sanders and then the SWAC conference. That's how this works. All right. So if you didn't respect HBCU football before then, you're damn sure going to respect it now because Deion just made a power move beyond power moves. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Prime got a new nickname. It's Prime Shuttleworth. That man can turn water into wine. He can turn cats into dogs, and he can turn a program around in a year. What can't that Negro do?
Man, it's
What can
crazy,
he
bro.
do?
It's crazy, bro. It is pure. It's about to
Bruh.
be pure pandemonium for the next 3 days, easily.
Yeah, bro, he literally just brought this conference to talking levels about SEC talking levels. But like you said, for this next week on and about, you is going to hear everything about the SWAC.
Facts.
There's no telling who else. There's no telling who else can go to the SWAC just off that move alone. Even if all the players go to Jackson State and everybody just can't go to Jackson State, but it's going to be a top 10, top 20, even top 50 player going to be like, if he can go to HBCU, why can't I?
Yeah.
So this right here is going to be a major move in the game, and we're going to go back to the old days when we see Hall of Famers right now in the NFL that came from nothing but HBCUs. We're going to see it again. History always repeats itself. That's what them old people say. History repeats itself. And history about to repeat itself again. All these FAMU, Jackson State, all these schools about to be on the top, man. I'm just telling you right now, they're about to be on the top. The SWAC about to be headline news for the whole week. Man, I'm about to hang up. That's all I got to say. It's Prime Shuttleworth out here. He can do anything. He can probably make me a 5-star recruit. See, he said he can pay me too. What's up, Prime? Hit me up, man. Dude, hit me up, bro. I play receiver. I play slot. I'm possession. Hey, what's up with you? I can get you the third down if you need it. That's all I can do.
Boy, you dumb.
What's up with you?
You are stupid, man. But listen, it is what it is. Appreciate it. Hey, man, listen. If you're new to the channel, you're just coming on. Jackson State has received the official word from Travis Hunter, the #1 recruit in America. Okay, in America, he is the #1 recruit in America. Okay, he just committed to Jackson State. He flipped from Florida State and went to Jackson State. Now, this is, I mean, man, God, listen. I said it. I said I don't care about all the 4 stars you're going to get. Get 1 5-star. You shock the world, and it's a fact. It's a pure born fact. Deion just did. Listen, man, Deion just did the unthinkable. Deion literally just did the unthinkable, and at the end of the day, man, it's crazy, bro. It is crazy. I mean, to do this in the you're the #1 recruit. Come on, like guys, like think about what what Deion had to convince this young man to do. Like, I really want y'all to sit and picture and think about what he had to convince this young man to do. He pretty much promised him that you're going to go to the league, right? Because I know he said something about if you're good, they'll find you, blah, blah, blah. But thinking about all the schools that he passed over to come to Jackson State, passed over Florida State, passed over Georgia, passed over Alabama, passed over Ohio State, passed over Clemson, passed over all these schools, USC, you name it, he probably had an offer. And he decided to trust in what Deion is doing down at Jackson State and building on that. If you listen, there's a Jay-Z bar, right? There's a Jay-Z bar about I think it was with Watch the Throne. He said, I lost 30 mil, right? I'm not like Hammer because 30 mil don't hurt me, right? 30, you thought 30 mil was something at Jackson State? Listen, he gonna have everybody and they mama trying to give money to Jackson State. Everybody in they mama going to Jackson State. It don't matter who getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. It's NIL deals. Nobody cares, okay? Like, Texas is giving their offensive linemen $50,000 each. Nobody cares about who's getting paid. Shut that shit up. Nobody cares about getting paid. Every kid is getting paid. The kid out of high school got like $1 million deal and hadn't played a snap, okay? Hadn't played not one freaking snap. So nobody cares. Nobody cares about where the money's going. Nobody gives a damn. Everybody getting paid. All right, college always been getting paid. Coaches always been getting paid. Now the power is back in the players, and now there's a problem. Shut that down, boy. Shut that down. Cry somewhere else. Cry me a river somewhere else. All right, it's just that simple, right? So listen, once again, starting tonight. Starting tonight, this is all you're gonna hear. That's all you gonna hear from here to Lackawanna, Florida. That's all you gonna hear. All right, so just get ready. All right, just get ready. That's all you gonna hear. Let me. Somebody said he's live right now, so let me go. Let me go to my Instagram. Travis Hunter, live.
I gotta wait on my mama. No, I'm gonna wait on my mom first. Oh. She coming.
Everybody look good. Everybody really look good.
What's up? What's up?
Man, that Instagram live is horrible.
Hello? Yeah, where y'all at? You walking in the theater? Hello. My mom taking forever, dog. Taking forever, dog. Hey, AJ.
Somebody like to move.
Is the live in?
Yeah, Ma, you can see.
This ain't got. Listen, guys, this is not nothing to do with me. This is all coming off IG Live.
You want to sit right there?
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Hold on, I gotta get a good angle.
I appreciate y'all for continuing to see me every day and showing that y'all following my footsteps. I really thank Dr. Chad and Ms. Williams for actually helping me and looking out for me in my classes, really pushing me to get my grades up. I want to thank Coach Bear for just always trusting me the whole team and trusting me to be the leader of this class. I want to thank Coach Warfare. I want to thank all the coaches just for really pushing me to be great and be who I am today. That being said, I got 3 guys. Everybody knows I'm in Florida State, but this one look real good too, but that ain't my choice. This gonna say that for later. I like this one. It fit me well, but that ain't who I want.
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah! Stop blood, too. Yeah, too.
Oh, shit, he got the I believe on.
What they talking about, Rob? It's Rob.
Dang, he got the I believe on.
You got you on prime time. Them boys surprised.
That is it. That's the official announcement. That is the official announcement. Travis Hunter is now officially part of the man, it is about to. Oh my God! Listen, I gotta put the hat on for this one. Listen, oh boy. Listen, I feel like I just committed somewhere. Woo! That is history in the freaking man. Like, guys, y'all just watched history. Like, no player. I want to know what this boy. I want to know what Deion told him. That's all I want to know. I want to know what he said to him that could make. Now, you know what Mr. Campbell gonna say. Mr. Campbell gonna say something like, "Man, he told him about that network that that HBCU comes with, because we a family down here, and once he comes to HBCU, he got a job for life. He ain't never gonna work ever again. Something like that. That's what Mr. Campbell would say. But man, this is freaking huge. Travis Hunter, #1 recruit, flipped from Florida State, and is currently going to Jackson State, man. Going to Jackson State. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty.
What's up?
Hey, we want Bama.
Man, shut up.
hey, I'm just bullshit. Hey, I'm just playing. Hey, but for real though. Hey, you know what I think Deion told him?
What's up?
I think Deion told him, like, you so talented, you already got the exposure. You're the #1 player in the country. Scouts already gonna be checking for you. You really can go where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? I think when he went to Jackson, had a good time with Shadur. You know what I'm saying? Probably had a good bond with the team. You know what I mean? He was like, shit, I go play under the best cornerback ever. And the scouts still gonna, fuck with him. What you think?
No, I don't agree. Listen, bro, if you got the skill, you got the skill, right? And
right,
the issue, this is the only issue when you're playing at a lower level school is that the talent around you is not going to test your skills, right? So, and this, I want to be very clear about what I'm saying. You're going to have teams that don't have the quarterback play to throw against somebody like a Nugget and Travis Hunter, right? So the tape that you would normally have at a Power 5 getting tested by a quarterback that feels they have the capabilities of beating you with throws or feel they have the talent to beat you with the players, they don't feel the same because they feel you're just going to be better than them talent-wise. You get what I'm saying? So his tape might not be the best, but his skill set and his skill of how good he can play the position is definitely going to show. Now, I want to be very clear. Very clear. Until February, unless he signed a LOI, unless he has signed his LOI, letter of intent, he is still on the market. So he can still get flipped from here to February. Now, I can talk to when Blue gets on here in about 30 or 45 minutes. We can have more of a discussion about that. But I don't know if he signed his LOI. If he has, then cool. Then he's stuck with Jackson State.
I think on that, I think this is this is the first signing day. So I think the whole purpose of this day is for them to sign their LOI. If I'm not mistaken,
he's good. Then Jackson State's good. They good.
But yeah, man. Yeah, this is good for the culture though, man. This might open up doors for other, top athletes to say, damn, I can go to HBCU and be successful.
But that's that's the thing. He has to be successul. Like this only works.
If you see this dude tape, ain't no way he ain't gonna be successful.
No, but listen, there's good. But there's 5-star athletes that have bust all the time. I'm not saying, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he won't get drafted. The whole point of the matter is that all I'm saying is you can say, if a scout comes to look at you, it's like, yeah, okay, I can say you can do this right, you can do this right. But if you would have gone against higher level competition, higher level players, would they have exposed your weakness? Would the quarterbacks have exposed your weakness? Would you have had would you, because if you're being honest, like if quarterbacks didn't want to throw at Nugget, what makes you think they want to throw at Travis? Now you're gonna have to, because if you're gonna have to, at the simple fact of the matter is because you can't not throw the ball. But all I'm saying is that he has to be successful for this pattern to continue to work. Now, is it great for the SWAC right now? Absolutely. It's amazing. The SWAC is in all kind of spotlight. But the reason players go to Bama, the reason players go to Florida State, the reason players go to Clemson and Ohio State is because it's a direct path to the pros. If Dion can get James, if Dion can send Keontae, if Dion can send Nugget, then you're going to start seeing more. I don't know how long he's going to stay, but then you're going to start seeing a lot more players kind of funnel into Jackson State, knowing there's a pathway to the pros. If Travis Hunter don't make it to the pros, that's an indictment on Dion, an indictment on the program, on the football program. Now, if he gets hurt, that's totally different. If he gets hurt, that's life, it's football. But he has to make it for this to become a trend of players going to FCS, top level players going to FCS, and then going on their way.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. But yeah, appreciate it.
No problem, Brian.
All right.
Listen, guys, as much as I'm a fan of what's going on here, we have to all put it in perspective, right? You can call me a hey. You can call me a hater all you want, but at the end of the day, he still has to produce, he still has to have good tape, and he still has to make a way to the league. Now, this is what's going to come. This is what you're going to start seeing, right? This is what you're going to see. You're going to start seeing these comparisons. Well, if you play that Power 5, would he have been a first-round pick? If he would have played at Alabama, would he have been a second-round pick? So now if he doesn't go first or second round, the only reason he's probably going third round is because he played at FCS. It's the only reason. That's probably the only reason he's going to. That's the only reason he'll probably go third or fourth rounds, because he played at FCS. If he played at Alabama, if he played at Georgia and all this type of stuff, he would go probably first round, second round. So that's another thing. Also, Jackson State has to play better competition. Jackson State also has to start playing better competition, because you have to see top talent against top talent. You can't just go into the SWAC and beat up on the SWAC and say, oh, we're the best thing walking. You have to start doing it. Listen, bro, you can enjoy your moment without having to get your panties in a bunch. I'm still saying it's a historic making. I'm still saying it's a great thing for the SWAC. I've said all that. So if you didn't hear that, rewind your ass back and watch it. But now I'm getting to the realest part of it. All right. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
What's up, man? This is David, bro. Hey, can we get a congratulations? You played yourself for Florida State, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You played yourself.
Mm-hmm.
like Debo, Florida State, to make this man switch his commit. No, hands down. Biggest thing that's happened to us, the biggest thing that's happened to HBCUs, bro. I'm loving this move. I'm loving the move, man. I'm loving it.
Yep.
All I can say is Florida State, man, he about to go cry in the car. He about to go cry.
Man, listen, if I'm Florida State, I'm firing Norvell.
Oh my God!
I'm firing you. Listen, I'm firing the whole freaking staff, bro. I'm firing everybody.
I'm firing the president.
Fire sale.
I'm firing everybody.
Fire sale. Because there's no amount of money. Listen, we got all this. Listen, we have all the resources. We have all the money in the world. And at the end of the day, you still drop the ball. You got to go, my boy. You got to go because you can listen.
You got it. Man.
There's not a booster.
They signed him to a 1-year deal, right? They signed him to a 1-year extension.
I don't give a damn, bro. You got to go, bro. You
I know, but I'm just saying. But hey, after that, I'm sorry, man. You got to go, bro. You cannot keep that man committed. He was committed to you from
Jump Street
last year.
Jump Street.
Yes.
Jump Street, bro. I'm telling you, I'm firing you. It's a fireable offense because there's we got enough boosters in the world to make sure this boy comes to Florida. We could have gave his mama 3 houses if that's the case to get this boy to stay at Florida State, and you let that boy slip through your fingers. My Lord, my God. Okay, you got to drop the ball.
You dropped the ball, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right.
Hey, listen, you know why Trey Lance was a number 3 overall pick? Because Trey Lance played top talent in the FCS. Okay, it's a political thing, right? So you can say, oh, Scotty, the SWAC is coming up. SWAC. It's not about the SWAC not coming up. What's it about is the fact that how people look at SWAC football. They don't have the same reverence for SWAC football like they do the Missouri Valley Conference, all right? So it has nothing to do with Trey Lance. If Trey played at the SWAC, will he be a number 3 overall pick? Who knows? Who knows? Because he didn't go against top talent. He didn't win national championships, all right? That's the only thing I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying this is not historic. I'm not saying this is the best thing that ever happened to the SWAC. I'm not saying any of that. I've been the one saying this is going to be the Deion Sanders Athletic Conference, DSAC. I've been saying that from Jump Street. All right. I said, if you let Deion get going, it's going to be the DSAC from here on out. The Deion Sanders Athletic Conference. The SWAC is non-existent. It is the Deion Sanders Athletic Conference. Point blank, period. The SWAC is on a ride. The SWAC needs to just hook his ass up to Deion and let him take him as far as he can until he dips. Point blank, period. Next caller. What's up, Mr. Campbell? Talk to me.
All right, man. I think this is very, very important. I want to read what Travis Hunter just posted on his social media, because this is going to lead into a bigger point, to the point that you're trying to make, but I want to, push back on that. So this is for Travis Hunter. Florida State has always been a beacon for me. I grew up down there. That is where my roots are. I never doubted that I would play for the Seminoles. It is a dream that is hard to let go of. But sometimes we are called to step into a bigger future than the ones we imagine for ourselves. For me, that future is at Jackson State University. Jerry Rice, Doug Williams, and of course, the legend, JSU's own Walter Payton. Historically Black colleges and universities have a rich history in football, and I want to be part of that history. And more, I want to be part of that future. I am making this decision so that I can light the way for others to follow. Make it a little easier for the next player to recognize that HBCUs may be everything you want and more. An exciting college experience, a vital community, and a life-changing place to play football. I look forward to working with the iconic Deion Sanders and especially with my fellow Tigers. Along with Coach Prime, they have made me feel like I'm already part of the team, like I'm home. And I can't wait to welcome the next class of top athletes to the family of HBCUs. Signed, Travis Hunter. Now, let me say something to you so you can understand this and what you're saying. Those same arguments that you're making was made about every guy he named. The SWAC ain't the competition. It ain't the SEC. It ain't the Big Ten. Players that play, they don't care because you know a player. Steve McNair didn't play against quote-unquote great competition. He was the third pick in the draft. He dominated. Jerry Rice, who I saw play personally, did not play top competition, but he dominated. So that has nothing to do with that. Because if this kid goes and plays, the NFL will come get him. And I'm going to tell you what Deion also knows. Which Deion has worked masterfully. Be clear, Deion has connections with these NFL teams. They are going to see this kid. They are going to see his tape because they can look through all of this. Every kid does not play at Power 5. Ben Roethlisberger didn't play at Power 5. He won a Super Bowl. So it does not matter all the time. So I get your point, but this is a seminal moment in the history of HBCU football. This kid can go to Jackson State, lock that corner down, and guess what? Run that 4-2 and still be a first-round pick because history has said that it has happened. So you cannot tell me that it cannot happen. So yes, every SWAC school is not going to be great. No, they're not. But it does not need for everyone to be great. It needs for him to be great and JSU to be great. That's all they got to do. Because JSU was running off first-round picks year in and year out, playing quote-unquote low-level competition. So I'm not going to go for that, bro. We ain't going to have that today.
No,
I'm gonna push back on that hard. No, because you my guy. But I got to be the counterbalance on that. So what I'm saying is, wait a minute, hold on, I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on, I'm gonna say one thing. Is that the possibilities are now there. Because what he said is the white man's ice is not colder. I'm to get something different at JSU that I'm not going to get at Florida State. Now, do you want me to talk about Florida State or you want to talk first?
I'm going to go and then you can talk about Florida State before Deion got there. All right, so this is my thing, right?
Okay.
I'm not saying that it can't happen, right? Because history shows. But at the same time, when you're talking about the history that you and we'll stay with McNair. Let's go with McNair. I'm going to stay right there. He was in the 90s, so it was not too far back. It's right in the middle. McNair put up such gaudy numbers that he was actually in contention for the Heisman. That's how crazy his numbers were. This is all I'm saying to you, Mr. Campbell. As a DB position, the hard part about it is you're not dictating it like you would as a quarterback where the ball is always in your hand. People, and that's why I said Nugget had a hard time. He didn't have great tape. Like if you watch tape, like you said, like scouts, if you watch him, he plays great technique as a man corner. But he just doesn't have the numbers that a lot of other corners would have because people don't test him. People didn't throw his way. People went away from him. So he didn't get the pass breakups, the interceptions, and those type of things. Now, when you have two lockdown corners, you have to make a decision. All I'm saying is with Travis Hunter, his numbers might not be there like it would be if he was at Ohio State or at a Alabama because quarterbacks aren't going to care. They're going to throw at you regardless because they feel they have better competition or they trust their receiver or whatever. That's my only point. I'm not saying he can't go number one. I'm not saying he can't go number two. All I'm going to say is it's going to have in my opinion, he's going to have a hard time dealing with it because it's just that nobody's going to want to attack him. They're going to have to, but I don't think he's going to have this. He wouldn't have the same numbers that he would if he would have went to a Power 5. Doesn't mean he won't be great. Doesn't mean he won't be transcendent. Doesn't mean he won't change the culture or the landscape. Not saying any of that. And I hope he breaks every freaking mold that comes possible because me and you talked offline that him going to an HBCU just puts the spotlight on the fact of you can be around people of the people that care. As much as they love to see you play football, is as much as they're going to want to see you do great things and be successful outside of football and not just be a number. So I absolutely hope this becomes a trend and goes that way. But all I'm saying at the end of the day is that if I'm glad he's there. All I was saying was the fact of his numbers might not look the same because of the competition. I just want Jackson State, if they're doing all this, to just bump your competition level up just a little bit and go play a James Madison, go play a Sam Houston. So Travis Hunter can really show off to scouts that it doesn't matter what level I'm at. I'm just that great. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But go ahead.
Okay. Now, let me give you this. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie played at Tennessee State. He was a second-round pick. Did nobody challenge that kid? I saw that kid play for FAMU. Nobody challenged that kid. He was a second-round pick. Darius Leonard, who is the highest paid defensive player with the South Carolina State, and I think he was a second or third round pick.
Second round pick.
So these kids, he was second round. Okay, see, even better. He was a second round. It was South Carolina State. He was a second round pick. So again, and that wasn't 30 years ago, bro. That wasn't 30 years ago. That was in the 21st century. I know I lived in the 20th century, but that was the 21st century.
And go back.
So,
go back and look at the games that he played and the games that he showed up in. He showed up in very big games. He showed up in the MEAC and the MEAC finale. And when they went to go play up level in competition, he showed up as well. So now you can see him.
No. But see, now you're talking after. So yeah, to your point. So my point of it is, I'm going to give the kid credit with talent, and we all hope and pray, as long as he doesn't get hurt and do what Deion says, that he'll be able to do the same thing. Because guess what's going to happen? That kid, because you know what's going to happen? Trust me, that kid is going to be on TV 4 times next year. And we ain't talking about years 13, 14, 15, as Deion said. They are going to put JSU on TV. That kid is going to be a focal point. They are going to talk about that kid for the next, because remind you, he can't leave. He's got to be there 3 years, period. He has to be there. So he has 3 years. And let's also think about this. What is today won't be tomorrow. What if Deion and all these HBCUs keep doing this, right, to your point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, we bumping up to top 25. Well, let's stick to the top 55 class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say the reason why that's a very important delineation. Because Iowa State was behind Deion, and they fucking went to a Power 5 bowl, a New Year's Eve bowl, New Year's Day bowl. If these HBCUs can start just pushing up into the top 50s and 40s, then guess what happens? Now everybody's watching them on TV. Because now when I see Jackson State playing FAMU, I see 6 or 7 guys that are NFL guys going at each other. Because that's what they care about. They want to see that receiver going against this kid. Now I've got a transfer who said, man, you know what? From Miami, that can swing the ball, and Shadur's a junior, a senior at that time.
But that you're making my point. You're subconsciously making my point. When the talent goes up, the competition raises up. So then when you're just playing inside SWAC ball, then now it's like, oh, shit, these kids is doing it.
Well, that's the point. That's the point. This is the foundation point. And that's what he was saying.
I get that. Once again, you're Jackson State is doing that. You got Hughes starting to do that. You got Eddie George doing that. You have, depending on who PV hires. So listen, it's and then Willie's doing that, with having, Marquise and Savion and all those guys. When you're upgrading the talent, and then everybody doesn't have to be on the same playing field, because that's not realistic. When everything is getting upgraded, the quarterback play, the receiver play, the O-line play, and everybody's going to get that top level talent, then you can just sit back and say, dang, in the SWAC, it's a slugfest. And that's what you want, because if you're already keeping it in-house and you're already keeping it like, we don't really care about out-of-conference games. We don't really care about doing that. Let's just keep it our own. But you're upgrading the talent within. Then what you have becomes that much more special, because it is the SEC of the FCS, because now everybody's on the same level, or, comparatively, and everybody's raising the stakes. So now your in-conference games mean more than your out-of-conference games. And that's what the Valley has done. That's what Missouri Valley Conference has done, is made their own conference more comparable than the out-of-conference. That's why you have 3 teams or 4 teams going to the playoffs, because the competition is looked at as that well. So my thing is this: if you keep infusing the SWAC with more talent like this, you have the Hugh Jacksons going to get 3 and 4-star quarterbacks, 3 and 4-star O linemen. You have PV that gets a celebrity coach. They do the same thing or whatever. That's what makes it all go around. And then you can sit back in the SWAC and say, y'all ain't got it like us. And that's where you want to get to. And that's what you're trying to get to. That's it.
Yeah, totally agree. But here's a couple of things. Just because those teams make the playoffs don't mean they got NFL talent. because again, there's a reason why all those top awards are named after HBCU players and mostly SWAC players. The Buck Buchanan Award, the Jerry Rice Award, the Walter Payton Award. So the track record has already been laid. So the one thing that I want to say, you got, like my mom always told me, you got to have one before you can have two. So now we got one. Now we'll work on two. That's the biggest thing. You got to have one. See, everybody wants to talk about 3, 4, 5, and 6, but you got to have one. So now we got that one that we can all build off of. I am ecstatic for this day. Like I almost want to cry. Now I see how the old folks are when they see the young folks do something great. So that is amazing. But I'm going to get to your point about Deion. And like me and you talked about, Deion came into Florida State in 85. Florida State, you go look at their record. When Deion and his class of 85 and Brandon and them boys down in Miami, they went on a 20-year run of winning 10 games and ranked 4 or higher. Because Deion and that class, his class, built it. So he went to that kid and said, let me tell you something. Players build programs, not programs. Players.
Mm-hmm.
You, this guy come. We about to make a run, bro. We about to be legendary. What you think Shador told him? We about to be legendary. That means something. So Alabama, people always talk about Alabama. When I'm good?
Yeah, no, I was just saying that's facts. You're good. You're good, Mr. Campbell.
Yeah. Alabama, before Saban got there, look at where they were at. He recruits the players. Now all of a sudden, if those same players went to Alabama State and Alabama A&M, will we be hearing about Alabama? If those same players that went to LSU went back to Grambling like they used to, or Southern, so it just takes that one. So that's what I'm excited about. And I'm also excited about this show. Bro, we talking about HBCU recruiting. How crazy is that?
Facts.
How crazy is that? So I'm happy for JSU. I'm proud of Deion. And I'm also proud, and I'm going to say this, to all those JSU alums, because those alums was rallying that kid and letting that kid know that he was going to be loved. And that's what we talk about. Them JSU love. You come to 1400 Lynch Street, you going to be good. We got you. You don't think they told that boy's mama that?
Oh,
and that boy's daddy that?
Easily.
He's good forever. He's good at FAMU. He's good at Southern. He's good at Grambling because now he our son now. That's our boy now. So, man, listen, all I'm just telling you is that what you're saying, but I've seen this before. And this renaissance, and I'm telling you something, anybody that's 45 and older, when the SWAC was rolling between the 80s and early 90s, bro, it was number of NFL players at all the schools. Mm-hmm. And that's what's about to happen. Because to your point, all Deion has got to get is one of them kids drafted. One of those kids drafted. And then it's on, bro. It's on. So I'm super excited. I am super pumped and everything. But like I say, you got to have one before you have two. So I'm congratulating that young man to understand being that one. Absolutely. Hey, man. So, Scotty, once again, great show. Keep doing your thing. Keep challenging the culture, my brother.
Hey, appreciate it, Mr.
All right.
All right, peace.
Yeah, man.
Hey, sorry guys. Listen, my phone is my webcam, so you know I gotta do like I do. Man, it's y'all trying to break my internet. Oh man, it's stuttering really bad. Let me see what I got. I gotta get up out of these stuff. I got a lot of stuff open. Let me see here. All right, make sure you like the channel. Hey, let me know if I'm stuttering really bad. It looked like I'm stuttering really bad. So apologies. But yeah, so history in the making. What the hell is going on? All my stuff is slowing down. Uh-oh. All right. Man, I am lagging. really bad. Am I good? All right, I'm good. All right, cool. I'm still lagging. Yeah, I got to end the stream, guys. I'm going to restart it and come back on. All right, we're going to do a part 2 to this. All right, appreciate it.